ServiceNow AI is not a product you can look up a price for. It is an intelligence layer spread across product tiers, and every tier is sold by custom quote. This video covers what ServiceNow does publish, which tier unlocks the autonomous agents, and the usage meter behind Now Assist that most buyers only find after signing. 3 things up front. No list price is published for any ServiceNow plan, tier, or AI feature. Prime is the ITSM tier where the autonomous AI agents live, so the headline capability sits at the top of the range, and a single agentic workflow can consume 25 to 150 assists, which is the meter almost nobody models before signing. Start with what you can actually find out on your own before anyone from sales gets involved. Be direct about this. ServiceNow publishes no dollar figures for any product, tier, or AI capability. Every inquiry routes through the ServiceNow pricing page and into a scoping conversation. Consultancies do publish estimated licensing ranges, but those are editorial estimates rather than ServiceNow numbers, so do not budget against them. What ServiceNow does publish is the tier structure and the feature inclusions at each level. That is more useful than it sounds. You cannot learn the number, but you can learn exactly which capability sits behind which price band, and that tells you which conversation you need to be in. For IT service management, there are 3 named tiers, and the AI gap between them is wider than the branding suggests. Here is the ladder. Virtual Agent and Now Assist appear at every tier, so basic generative AI is table stakes. AI voice agents start at advanced. AI agents for ITSM arrive only at Prime, and the L1 Service Desk AI specialist is Prime only as well. Process mining goes from nothing at Foundation to 10,000 records a year at Advanced, to 15,000 at Prime. ServiceNow describes the latter in its own words. Foundation is task-based, always on support. Advanced adds agentic workflows that work side by side with your team. Prime, the tier ServiceNow recommends, is where AI specialists independently manage IT workflows and make decisions. If autonomous resolution is the reason you are evaluating this, you are shopping at Prime. The same shape repeats elsewhere. Customer service management uses tiered plans with AI bundled at each level. Now Assist itself spans ITSM, ETOM, customer service, HR service delivery, and field service management, and each of those product lines carries its own custom quote, so a multi-line deployment means several quotes rather than one. There is one number ServiceNow does put in writing, and it is the one that decides whether your allowance lasts. Now Assist is metered. Since the April 2026 restructure, it is bundled into each product line's tiers rather than sold as a separate add-on. What you get is a metered Assist allowance attached to your plan. The Now Assist overview, effective July 2026, is where the consumption rates are actually written down. The spread is the whole story. One assist covers an incident summary, the everyday kind of task people picture when they hear generative AI. 25 to 150 assists covers a single agentic workflow, depending on how many tools that workflow calls. So the autonomous feature you are buying Prime for is also the one that drains the allowance fastest. One more detail worth planning around. Assists are pooled at the account level across production and sub-production instances. That means testing an agentic workflow draws down the same allowance as running it in production. So the right way to model this cost is per workflow and per tool call, not per user. Cost only means something next to capability, so here is what sits behind those tiers. The stack has 3 parts worth knowing. AI agents are reasoning systems that plan multi-step tasks and run them across departments, pulling from knowledge articles, past incidents, and the CMDB. The AI agent orchestrator coordinates several specialized agents toward one business goal. An AI agent studio is where you define an agent's role, goals, and guardrails in plain language. AI Control Tower is the piece that justifies the platform framing. It governs both ServiceNow native agents and third-party ones in a single view. It covers AI asset lifecycle management alongside risk and compliance, and it carries regulatory content for the NIST AI Risk Framework and the EU AI Act. If you are running AI across many departments, that governance is hard to assemble yourself. The capability is real, and ServiceNow publishes numbers for it. CanCom reports an 80% ticket deflection rate. Griffith University reports an 87% increase in self-service. These are vendor-published figures from named customers, so read them as what a good deployment reaches rather than an average. Every platform decision has a cost that never appears on the quote, and this one has 2. 2 costs never reach the invoice. The first is platform commitment, because the model works best when your knowledge base, tickets, and asset data centralize on ServiceNow. The second is the learning curve, which 72 G2 reviews specifically tag as a drawback. Training, certifications, and dedicated admin roles all belong in your total cost of ownership. G2 reviewers put the fit question plainly. They call the platform relatively expensive and say the return tends to be clearer for larger organizations than for smaller teams. The same reviewers add that the AI features can feel limited unless they are properly configured and licensed, which is a real qualifier when the best capabilities sit at the top tier. It splits cleanly. Get the quote if you already run IT operations on ServiceNow, if you need governance across many agents and departments, and if you can budget for Prime rather than only Foundation. Look at a layer instead if your help desk is Zendesk, Freshdesk, or something similar, if you want a price without a sales cycle, or if support tickets rather than enterprise workflows are the actual problem. 3 things to hold on to. A custom quote applies to every tier, every product line, every time. Prime is the real price of autonomous agents, not an upsell you can skip if that is why you are buying. And assists are the meter that decides your running cost, with agentic workflows spending them fastest. If the platform move is the blocker rather than the product, that is the gap eesel AI fills. Pricing is published, 40 cents per regular task, such as a ticket reply, with no platform fee, no per seat cost, and a default monthly spending cap. It connects to the help desk, Slack, or Teams you already run in minutes, and it reads your existing knowledge instead of asking you to migrate it. You can run it in simulation against thousands of your past tickets before a single customer sees an AI reply, so the resolution forecast is measured on your own data. $50 in free credits gets you started without a credit card. The full ServiceNow AI pricing breakdown is linked in the description.